MCs for this afternoon's presentation are me. No, I'm not driving. No, I'm sorry. And do we want the corner? So let's get started. This afternoon are Miss Deirdre Speech Johnson. I think we're looking to break the game now. Still in at home, falling in your heart. So right now, it's gonna send all your shit to the swap meeting. If you haven't done anything else, it's gone. You probably dispose of your towels and meetings. And if you have not, Tammy said there will be a fee. I request to your cash app for $73,000. Schedules were posted last night. If you don't know your schedule, see some of the Sero staff in the lobby. I will say that, and it's really gonna be on their ears, but if you're streaming, there was a change to the flight to Atlanta. And so a lot of people got on the shuttle that just left, but that flight is now not leaving until 4:50, it's boarding at 4:56. So you're gonna have some time to spare at the beautiful Tri-City Zero. Shopping today. Uber is $3,000 to go to Tri-City Airport, so you might probably gonna be on your love line. And people will come next year. Shuttles will be running every 30 to 45 minutes. City side work very, very hard to make sure that you got all the transportation needs, so don't miss your shuttle.
We want to say thank you to our partner organizations. This was not a solo effort. This was a collaboration of folks that made this all happen. Of course, we have the Sero Project. We have the Positive Women's Network. We have Positively Trans. We have Moms. We have Drivers. And we also have the US people living with HIV COVID. So this wasn't something that popped up in an email 2 weeks ago. This is something we've been planning for years. So we hope that you have enjoyed yourselves. And again, thank you to our partner organizations. We could not have done this without our amazing funders.
Yay.
We have Gilead. We have AIDS Health Foundation. We have one of my favorites, Help Not Prisons Collective. We also have the healthcare. Another, if Naomi is in the room, it was such a pleasure. If you all did not get the opportunity to speak to Naomi, there are very rare occurrences that folks send out, specifically folks, so the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation. Great conversations, and as well as the HIV Justice Worldwide. We'd also like to thank the great folks at Emory and Henry that have made this all possible on campus. And as you can see, almost all of the Virginia campuses are very similar. They're just either bigger or smaller. I went to a school not about 2.5 hours from here, and it's a lot. Because we are, yeah, we got a good football team, go Dukes, Madison University. So we have the president, John W. Wells. We have the interim associate chaplain, Reverend Sharon Bowers. We have the conference director that we have probably given her all kinds of help, and that is Laura Pruitt. She is outside. Yes, we will come back and so we can give her her thank yous. In the back there, we have the amazing technical director of the McLaughlin Center of the Arts, Will Hagen. So please don't. Will has been working right alongside with Eric to make sure our technology, our sound has been working, especially in this space. So we honestly want to say thank you to you, Will. We want to thank you, Will. We also want to thank the food services folks. Dave, Brent, Weininger, I have to remember Vinegar in my head, that's Weininger, and all of the food services staff. A couple of the staff have actually pulled me to the side and have said how amazing you all are, how friendly you all have been, and they've actually asked when we're coming back. They invited them to the bully space so that they can come and enjoy the bully space, but they had to work. So I just want to say thank you for that.
So we're gonna back up to, we want to give a thank you and give flowers to this lady right here. We've been back in the war room and it was really war. Some of you said to us, oh, this is running so smooth. Baby. If it appears smooth, it is because of this person right here.
It has been an honor and a privilege to have you all on our campus. And I wish you all well. Thank you.
Thank you, Executive Director of Strategic Initiatives, Ryan Bauer. Interpreters.
Yeah.
Can you say your last name? Thank you. We have to thank our ambassadors. That video you saw at the beginning of the presentation was created by Sanjay Johnson. Sanjay. So your millionaire. Yeah. Your agency not only for your images, but for the suit sounds. Congratulations, and I'm gonna say this, congratulations to the 2022-2023 cohort of the Sero Project Justice Institute.
A graduate of the first cohort they ever had. This is 2.0. We have Queen Alicia Diggs. We have Darren L. Harris. We have Jeremy Merrick. We have Tiffany Moore. We have Clay Porter from Virginia. Melanie Reid. James Stevens. Marcella Zimmerman. Oh, you all are like, what in the world? The Sero Project just didn't do that. So you want to know how you can join? Please know that HINAC exclusive registration is available, and how to apply webinar will happen on July 11th at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. And I'm not going to read all of that bit.ly piece. But if you would like to take a handy daily photo of the QR code, you can find out more. And of course, we want to say thank you to Eric, who always comes up with these amazing graphics here for us. We do a whole year of advocacy. There is a stipend that you do receive, and you get to learn from folks in our community, by our community, about advocacy and each other criminalization at its finest.
So this is like,
Great.
you get monthly.
It's for people with less than $2.
You learn something, and you don't have to pay for it, you get money for it.
Yes.
You go to learn something, you get money. So, if you walk over.
But you gotta participate though. I'm gonna tell you, don't show up just to get the money, because you won't get a check.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the volunteers. If you did any volunteering, if you worked registration, if you drove a car, if you, whatever you did, stand up. If you're a volunteer, stand up. We want to say thank you. The freeway. So that's just since we've been here.
Yeah.
We've had 12 hours of institutes. We've had 4 plenaries and 21 workshops. If you were on a panel, on a plenary, if you hosted, if you facilitated a workshop or an institute, please stand up. Thank you. Love you, we appreciate you. And then, of course, we have to give flowers to our host, Cedric. Cedric is already gone. Thank you.
I do have some special things for those that are a part of our partner organizations. Because of what it is, I could not bring it in this space, so please let it go. No. It's a matchbox card. No, there's something, I have a family member that makes some homemade libations. And I have those on special for those partner organizations to enjoy, because we will be here an extra day or two. So I do have something special for each of you. So please make sure that you come and see us. I want to say thank you to my partner in Change, Dr. Cedric William, that has, we have been working on this right along with this group for 2 years. It has been overwhelming thing to see all of you all in my home. And as when you come to someone's home, want to make sure that your guests are well taken care of. And it has been a pleasure to take care of 200+ guests online and in person. So thank you and welcome to Virginia. Don't get upset because it's raining. It's raining because Virginia is sad that you all are leaving. Virginia's hard, for the bottom of FLBA's heart. Thank you all so much for coming and learning, spending time, 700 hours of volunteering, 21 institutes. All of you all showing up and showing out, and even yes, for the frat house. Thank you. My eyes, thank you for about 7 hours of sleep over the last year. Thank you for keeping them on our toes, and I know that this piece of wine is only less than 2 children, and not 200. Thank you.
Really special about this I have is when the parents get involved. So this is Deirdre's mom. This is Deirdre's mother and father. You know, come to the stage, please. Okay.
There she is.
Is that really what you come up with? Every parts, I'm going to tell you some of the conversations that we have had over the last couple of days. It's one of the things that I always tell people is that we're not going to change anything if we keep talking to each other.
Right.
I had the best conversations with these people over the last couple of days. It has been amazing. Thank you. And thank you for the, and wait a minute. You got gray hair on the top, but this lady run faster than me. She's been everywhere. So we want to thank you, and Deirdre's got something for you.
Be here. I consider it a pleasure and an honor to even be allowed to be here, so.
So this was my parents' first conference. Oh. They have seen me speak, they have seen a lot of stuff, but they never really realized how much work that we really do. And so I want to personally say to each and every one of you, thank you for showing love to my parents. Thank you for sharing your school. Thank you for just being you and showing the love that we show in community. And more importantly, I just need you to thank you. I didn't realize until this weekend how much you had. So I really want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And your instance that you all are being treated to an amazing dinner, so I'm sending you all some money. Oh. You're like, I need it. Whenever I get my sense of humor, see the road, and if you had an opportunity to speak to them, oh my goodness, we've had a hoot at the staff house. So yes, you are sending you money so that you all can go and have an amazing dinner together. These two have been married for 47 years. Years I should know this, because I don't know. They've been married as long as I've been alive. So I really want to say they are high school sweethearts. We go out every Friday together, just the time we go grab dinner and really enjoy each other's company. Y'all wonder why I'm not married, the reason why I'm not married is because I want to have these are my relationship goals. I've been able to find me, I need to meet that. So thank you for being. It has really been a treat. I have really learned so much. I've met wonderful people, and some of you all have confided in us and trust me, it will stay here. I have given Deirdre permission to give out our phone numbers. We're only a phone call away. If you need to call, if you need to chat. Why I do it. Thank you so much. We did have a blast. They kept us up until about 1:30, 2 o'clock. All good. I learned it, and I always ask you, what does this mean? Because this is new to us to get out, talk to speak about all of y'all, and I had a chance to be able to put faces with those names that she's spoken so warmly about each and every one. We love you all, and again, we're only a phone call away, hoping and praying that we can join you all again soon.
Everything to say, I don't have anything to say, so. First of all, pretty everyone. I don't know you by name, so I can't call one of your names, but I know situations. So I can call situations and ask that the higher authority put his blessing on you each and every day, all day. And I want to share two things. First of all, Deirdre was spoken. Yes, that's it. I didn't say that opinions are like whatever that was. I did say this, and I know that people listen to my basketball team gave me a t-shirt that said opinions are like something old. But yeah, but everybody has differences in fact that comes out. We can separate that because everybody has an opinion about all of us. You even have an opinion about us, and vice versa. But that's a good thing. Because I heard a term here several times. I heard the term space. I had no idea what that meant until I came here. So everybody has their own space. And if you're in your own space, it doesn't really matter about anybody else when they come into your space, because rules. So no matter what someone says about you, how they think about you, that's your space. Right. So they come in, they can look at it, but unless you allow them to be part of it, then it's still yours. I heard her say, and last night I listened to motivational stuff a lot, and it was talking about a man walking down the road with his dog. And he came, some of you might have heard this, he came across a pit. And he looked in the pit, and the dog looked in it, and the dog fell in. So the dog looked up, and the man walked away. And when the man walked away, the dog said, okay, so let me fall in this pit and walk away. And he came back and wheelbarrow full of dirt. He threw the dirt in the hole. The dog said, not only did you let me fall in the hole, now you're throwing dirt. And the man kept throwing the dirt, and the dog kept shaking the dirt off. But every time he shook the dirt off, the power got higher, higher, and higher. Eventually, the dog understood what was going on. His friend was helping him fall out of the dark hole to get back to the light. That light is the light. That's why always they're going to put you in home. If you're allowing them to allow you to stay in the home, you have to know them. But what you guys are doing here, you guys, excuse me for the terms of similar, what you people are doing here, throwing dirt on the signatures that they're putting on you. And the more dirt you throw on the signatures, more you rise. I heard this term last night, so at some point, you won't need this. Because you will have risen and gotten out of that hole that society has put you in. So if you leave your, leave you, knowing that you may not see the fruits of your labor in your lifetime. And your children may not enjoy the fruits of your labor in their lifetime. But at some point, someone will see the fruit of your labor. And when they do, they can look back and say, you know what, that was whoever that helped me get out of that hole of the city. Now I can walk around in office like and be the type of person that I have been has allowed me to be. God bless each and every one of you.
And we've talked to a couple of the folks, and we're working on bringing some parents and partners and spaces, so this is the catalyst of it all. Thank you.
I hope she's watching on live stream. I really do. Because this lady, some of you don't know, Cindy Stein has been going through some health challenges for the last several years. And at no point has she allowed that to stop her in her duty. She arranged your transportation. She cared about whether you made it or not. She has been awesome. Please give Cindy Stein a stand. And the Sero staff giving us something on the stage. They're excited on me.
Okay.
All right, well, Martin's down here, and Tammy is resting. So as a member of a partner organization, Thrive SS, I want to say thank you all so much for everything you do. To these, not only this issue, but all of the issues that we're fighting for and we're trying to change. I'm saying.
I just want to say, Positive Women's Network has been a partner on HIV is not a crime since 2016. So the first one was 2014, Sero ran it alone. They brought us on as a partner in 2016. I just want to really thank and appreciate and congratulate this amazing team, because we've been in this with y'all for like 7 years now, more than that. Started planning 2016 and like what, 2014 or 15. So we've been rolling together like this for a long time, and the evolution of this gathering and this space and of Sero as an organization, the transformation that has happened that has allowed us to really situate commitments, real commitments to racial justice, the trans liberation, and really center that unapologetically, I think shows how far we have come as a community. But y'all really led the way in getting us here. And I want to just thank you so much. Like, this team works so hard, they bust their asses. They've been busting ass for 2 years for us to be here today. Maybe, you know, some of the other partner organizations have worked and supported, and the executive committee has done so much work. But this team has done everything in the background that we don't even see to get us here today, and are the reasons that folks feel cared for and respected. Like, you can't imagine the amount of behind the scenes work it takes to make this happen. So I just want to thank you all so much for creating a space for our community. We are changing the world because of the space you're creating for us to do that. And it starts right here. Thank you so much.
We had some technical difficulties and some rule changes for our fireside chat. We did end up having it, and I'm proud to report that we had 400.583 years of lived experience in the room. We had amazing conversation about amazing topics. I want to give a shout out to Jacob for being the co-host with the mostest. So thank you all. This is something that folks have asked for in every HINAC, and we will be having these fireside intimate conversations again. So thank you. That is, again, I repeat, 400.583 years of lived experience in the room.
Who volunteer to be on the community support team? So the community support team, and we talked about this yesterday during the abolitionist plenary. The community support team was here to make sure that we didn't have to call the phone. And because that's not what we do. We don't call the police. We don't. We intervene. We help people to learn how to intervene and apologize and talk to each other. And so I want Bob to come up and say a few words about the work that the community supports.
Yeah, we had nearly 22 people who volunteered to help keep this space as warm and welcoming, to give people in here, if they were having just some emotions and feelings, to be able to talk about it. And also, we had a team that was willing to commit to being active interrupters if we saw harm that was happening with transphobic comments and homophobic comments, and we actually got to practice our HIV anti-stigma conversations as well. So I really want to thank everyone who got up early and came to breakfast and was willing to be on the support team. This is what it looks like when we show our community love for each other, by showing up and being there for people we might not know yet, and keeping our places and our spaces as safe as possible for what we know we need. So thank you, everyone.
Yes. So we're not going to do the call to action because a lot of the people from the institutes are already on buses on the way home. But we do want to shout out the institutes. We had the Latinx Institute.
The Latinx Institute showed up and showed out, and I just have to say, make apologies, because there was one person on Sero staff that we did not acknowledge, and that was Andy Tapia, our Latin American coordinator, or Latin coordinator. She came all the way from Mexico to be here with us. Out, she might be joined by her in the car because she loves to drive that car, y'all. But no, I know she was working around with, transporting people back and forth and making sure things were together. So thank you, Andy, and we do appreciate the work that you do, girl, you're amazing. No, like the Transgender Leadership Institute. The White Post is made of racism and the and one of my favorites, the reason why I do what I do in the way that I do it is Black United Leadership Institute. The institute that started it all, the ancestors of institutes at HINAC. Yes, we are unapologetically Black and Black. We will not take anything from you, but we're always going to give you our Blackness. So accept it, and if not, we don't really care because we are unapologetically Black.
Amen.
And then we have one other group, because we do recognize that not everyone can be represented in the whole. And we also want to recognize the intersectional group. We had some individuals that did not identify in the groups that we just spoke about. So Marcella, one of our, this is why the SPJI, the Sero Project Justice Institute, where he took leadership, and she actually has now created the intersectional initiative of the institute that will be joining from now on. And that is for anyone else that may not identify with any of the other groups represented, and they're able to collectively gather. So we want to say thank you, Marcella. Thank you, Marcella.
First time here, you made thing.
Yes. Very first time, so trust me, you can do anything and everything you put your heart and your mind to. So, farewell.
So before we say goodbye, have a safe trip. As one of my roles in retirement
How many you got?
is, I got like 7. But the chair of the Georgia HIV Justice Coalition, and I just got to shout out the fact that in 2022 legislative session, Georgia modernized our HIV. In 2021, we got like real close. But somebody decided they wanted to put an amendment on the bill. And that sent it back to the Senate, and then all those shenanigans happened, so we missed it. But we got it done in 2022. So I'm really proud of that. And our next step is to make sure that we communicate to people in Georgia that the law has changed and that they don't have to worry about being criminalized for living with HIV. So it's lunchtime for most of us. Have a safe trip home, keep fighting, keep advocating, and no, I am not fighting all together.
Have a safe trip home, keep fighting, keep advocating, and know that in 2025, this can be in your state. There will be RFPs, requests for proposals for universities. You know, the duties at universities is lower the hotels with technically down. So if you have an area or an institute that you would like for us to be in, please make sure this thing is about request for proposal. Virginia loves you. Virginia thanks you. Virginia wants you to get home safe. And Lord, thank you for being here.
Once again, thanks, Andre Johnson, for this video.
Stacy.
Stacy.
And I forgot to close your auction. I want to say officially. I want to say officially, the altar is closed. The altar is closed. If you have any items on the altar and would like to grab them, please, thank you so much to those that have, especially Marco, that introduced us into our space, and to those that placed anything upon it.
Okay. All right.